Moonshine. Time for a new shine. By Christopher Allen. Do you use pH buffers to prevent low pH? Do you use them every time, or do you just use them for certain products that are acidic? Do you adjust your pH before you use them, or do you just drop them in? Is a drop in pH a sign of a healthy fermentation, and if so, how do buffers affect this? Oyster shells. Crushed oyster shells are primarily calcium carbonate 94–98% and provide excellent pH buffering for acidic fermentations. Preparation. 1. Rinse your wild-caught oyster shells thoroughly to remove the salt and debris. 2. Bake your shells at 350 degrees Fahrenheit 175 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes to sanitize them. 3. Crush your oyster shells to increase the surface area, breaking them down to a pea size or smaller. 4. You can buy and use crushed oyster shells that are sold for chickens. Usage. 5. Add 5–15 grams 0.2–0.5 ounces of crushed oyster shells per gallon 3.8 L of wash. 6. You can use them in a sanitized mesh bag for easy removal, or you can just dump them in. 7. Oyster shells will dissolve gradually as your pH drops, preventing excessive fermentation acidity. 8. Oyster shells typically remain effective as a pH buffer for 7 to 14 days in an active fermentation. Eggshells. Eggshells are approximately 95% calcium carbonate, and they work the same way that oyster shells do. Preparation. 1. Remove the inner membrane completely to prevent off flavors. This isn't a big concern, but better safe than sorry. 2. Bake your eggshells at 250 degrees Fahrenheit 120 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes to sanitize them. 3. Use the crushed shells from approximately 2 eggs per 5 gallons 19 L. Usage. 4. You can use your eggshells inside a sanitized mesh bag for easy removal from your ferment, or you can just toss them in. 5. Eggshells are slower acting than oyster shells, but they are an effective pH buffer. Agricultural lime, limestone, food-grade agricultural lime is another effective natural buffer and is safer than raw limestone for home distillers. Usage. 1. Add 10–20 grams 0.35–0.7 ounces of agricultural lime per gallon 3.8 L. 2. Agricultural lime provides a consistent and slow buffering capacity. 3. Limestone is traditional for whiskey production. Marble chips. Food-grade marble chips, calcium carbonate. Usage. 1. Add 10–25 grams 0.35–0.9 ounces per gallon 3.8 L. 2. Marble has a more consistent composition than shells. 3. Marble is easily reused in your next fermentation after it has been cleaned and sanitized. 4. Only use marble specifically labeled as food grade or aquarium safe. Dolomite. Dolomite is made up of both calcium and magnesium carbonates. Usage. 1. Use 8–15 grams 0.3–0.5 ounces of dolomite per gallon 3.8 L. 2. Dolomite provides magnesium, which is beneficial for yeast health. 3. Dolomite dissolves more slowly than other pH buffers, making it suitable for longer fermentations but less effective for a rapid pH correction. Cream of tartar, potassium bitartrate. Cream of tartar is a mild pH buffer that can be purchased in grocery stores and offers a gentle pH stabilization while it also contributes potassium for yeast health. It can be used when using calcium as undesirable. Preparation. 1. Cream of tartar is already food grade and no special preparation is needed. You can use it directly from the container. Usage. 1. Add 2–5 grams 0.07–0.18 ounces per gallon 3.8 L. 2. Cream of tartar dissolves slowly and it provides a consistent buffering throughout the fermentation. 3. Cream of tartar remains effective for 10 to 14 days in an active fermentation. Wood ash, the traditional method. Hardwood ash contains potassium compounds that can raise pH, but it works differently than the calcium-based buffers above. Wood ash is more of a direct pH adjuster than a true buffer, but it is included for historical interest. It is recommended to wear gloves and eye protection when you are handling wood ash because it is caustic. Preparation. 1. Only use hardwood ashes like maple, oak, or hickory. 2. Obviously, never use treated wood. Also don't use soft woods because they contain different compounds and won't work. 3. Create a solution by thoroughly mixing 30 grams, 1 ounce, of ash in 1 quart, 1 L of water. 4. Let your wood ash settle completely and then only use the clear liquid. Never use the settled ash material. Usage. 5. Add your completely cleared liquid in small increments, starting with about 5 to 10 milliliter per gallon, 3.8 L. 6. Test your pH about 5 to 10 minutes after each addition to give it time to adjust. 7. Hardwood ash contributes mainly potassium, which is beneficial for your yeast, but unlike calcium-based buffers, it will immediately raise your pH. Article by Christopher Allen.